think you should keep an eye on. Now we've got Scott Bauer. He is the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. He's joining us for a look at a couple of stocks that he's got his eye on. Scott, welcome back to Midday Movers. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for joining us. It looks like you've got your eye on retailers today. I noticed Macy's, JWN, and Ross all taking a hit down this week and continuing that pattern under pressure here. What are you seeing?
I mean, it's a lot of ugliness, quite frankly. Especially, I see it with JW Nordstrom and Macy's. Those things are, everybody's waiting for the turnaround. You look at this chart on JW Nordstrom, and you talk about a stock falling off a cliff and then falling some more, and that's really what it looks like here. And I just don't see a bottom in sight here. I'm not saying that the stock's going down another 10-20% from here, but I just don't see in the short term what is going to turn around this stock here. It's already trading down to a PE of just over 10. It's paying almost a 4.5+% dividend.
Yeah.
That's got to get cut here pretty soon.
Yeah, Scott, I'm looking at this chart, and it makes me think of the Kevin Hinks comment that he always makes. And he basically says, I bought the first dip, I bought the second dip, I bought the third dip, I was the fourth dip. So, I mean, you've got it right here, all the way down to 30.55 in JWN. But talk to me in terms of what you've been seeing with Macy's. Not that much of a different story in terms of at least the technicals when you look at that. They recently traded down to 20.02, currently down on the day by about 0.75%. What's going on there?
Yeah, so one difference, and I still don't like it. I still am very, very bearish. Technically, we're trending still below the 50-day moving average, which it has been for the better part of a couple years or so here. And the PE here is single digits at 6. Yeah. 7% dividend, ridiculous. The only difference I see really from a technical standpoint between Macy's and JW Nordstrom is at least Macy's looks like it may be trying to put in a bottom here. There's a lot of volume, Ben, in this area, a lot of stock volume, a lot of trade here, which typically will signify a reversal. Now, I'm not saying that we may get a reversal from, 21 or 22, wherever it is right now, up to 30 or 32. But to me, there could be a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel here with Macy's. Nordstrom, boy, oh boy, I don't even know what to say about that one.
All right, well, let's talk about a little bit of a reversal, and I want to shift attention on over to Ross because ticker symbol ROST had a bit of a reversal recently off that 105.31 level, and I just looked. They tested the highs that they saw back in November of 2018, got up above them, again up to 105.31, but looks like they pulled back recently. They're down around $100 right now, trading down on the day by 2%, but if you look at the chart, what a complete different story here, Scott.
Totally different, almost flip-flopped. And if you look just recently on this pullback off of those highs, found really, really good support around the 95 area here. I think their business model is fantastic. The low cost, lower end, they've really streamlined things there, and it's reflected in the stock. I think there's just a lot more confidence, not only just in kind of the lower end of stock like Ross, TJX, stocks like that, but this thing here fundamentally also to me is a winner. Yes, the PE is much higher than Nordstrom and Macy's like we just talked about. The PE is 23, but in this space here, I think that's substantiated. I really do. And, we're kind of maybe in no man's land right here around this 100, 101 area. But the fact to me from a technical standpoint that this thing held really nicely with significant volume around 95, that to me is a longer term bullish trend.
All right, Scott, let's move on. I noticed ticker symbol ABBV and AGN on the move in reaction to some comments from Wolf Research. Analysts upgraded ABBVI, but it looks like he cut his price target on them as well. Talk to us about what you're seeing there in terms of these two ticker symbols. Talk about complete opposites. Again, almost like a mirror image when you look at these two stocks today.
Yeah, well, when the deal was announced earlier in the week, ABBV just took it on the chin. And I think it was a major overreaction. And obviously, looking in the rearview mirror, Monday morning quarterback, it's easy to say that. However, we actually sold a bunch of put spreads when the stock had traded way down. And I think it was an overreaction because the initial reaction in the marketplace by the analysts, this, that, and the other, was that ABBV overpaid for AGN, that it was not going to work out, this, that, and the other. I looked at it from a technical and a fundamental standpoint and said, what a great entry place, around $65 or so, or 60, even a little bit lower than that to where it traded. So I think that was a big overreaction. Now, the upgrade today, like you said, is kind of a half-hearted upgrade, right? The target price was actually lowered, even though this was an upgrade to where it was. So I'd be pretty cautious about this rally here. I would not be buying into this rally here, and it would not surprise me if we retested not maybe the absolute lows that we saw in ABBV the other day after the deal was announced, but somewhere could maybe 5 to 6% down from where we are right now.
All right, Allergan also enjoying a bit of a bid today. They're up on the day by 1 1/3%. That's ticker symbol AGN. Scott Bauer bringing it, making it rain here on Midday Movers, taking a look at retailers and a couple other names that you should be keeping an eye on. Really appreciate it, Scott. Thanks for joining us here today. And the trader's at Scott Bauer. He's the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Coming up next, we're going to